It's like wearing your underwear outside of your pants.
There, I'll hear a dude like grunting his ass off, and then it sounds like someone emptying a can of soup into the bowl.
I got this, boys.
I'm making a lot of sacrifices at the moment, all the way around, dude.
Stick around, 'cause I am coming back. And I know someday I'm gonna make it big.
Talk about shit we talk about anyway. Just sit here.
Seriously.
That's the plan. That's the dream. But anyway, all right, let's get to the show.
John had this whole thing to line up about.
I mean, we obviously know that it's fucking BS.
Oh, we know now, definite now that it's BS.
Yeah,
when they only give it to 5 fucking critics, and you know these critics, they know these specific critics are probably going to bash it because of their viewpoints. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fucking bullshit, dude. It's like you wanted it to die because you didn't like what he was saying, his content. Well, it's on fucking Netflix, a paid prescription for people to view, so they can put whatever the fuck they want out. And people have, if you want to watch it, watch it. If you don't.
I like how Joe Rogan described it, though. He called it a hit.
It was. Now I believe about the Star Wars thing even more and more now.
Right?
You know, Disney paid off the critics to say, hey, make this look good.
Of course it did.
Yeah. Well, you don't know if they exactly paid him off, but there's something nefarious going on.
No, there is. When there's a disparity between how good the critics say it is and how bad the fans say it is, and same thing vice versa with...
What makes up a critic anyway?
Exactly. We could be critics.
We are critics.
Technically, we are critics. We're just not paid on Rotten Tomatoes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I read some of those critics, and they're like, it's like...
That was a good cartoon, by the way.
What?
The Critic, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, with John Lovitz.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good cartoon. Man, that's a nostalgic kick to the head.
Yeah, I broke that out.
Yeah,
I like that.
You.
How you been, Jamie?
All right.
You look as tired as I feel, dude.
No, well.
You look like a used rubber, dude.
Shit happens, dude. Let's work on that fucking house.
Still? When is that fucking thing going to be done?
Dude, I only got so much time, man.
No, I know you do, but it's your buddy's working on it too, right? Part-time?
Yeah, it's fucking... Dude, it needs a lot of work.
Does it still need a lot of work?
Still putting up drywall.
I keep meaning to drive past it because I'm in that area all the time, and I fucking never do.
Dude, it's fucking... Needs a lot of work.
Right, hopefully it'll pay off in the end, man.
Yeah, whatever. It will.
No, don't say whatever. It has to. You put all that time and effort into it.
Yeah.
You'll be... it'll be fine.
Yeah. Sure.
It's a lot of work, though.
Yeah,
well... Not a lot of people...
it's not that
People don't just do it because it's easy.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're like flip-flop in California. There's the husband and wife that are divorced now. They did that.
Oh, yeah.
They made a show out of it. And I love when they do a kitchen. They're like, oh, kitchen remodel, $15,000. I'm like, what? In what fucking world is it $15,000?
Yeah, you can pay that just in fucking cabinets. They're fucking retarded.
First of all, you got contractors that are probably on retainer, right? So
they are. They have 10 to 20 flips going on at any time.
Yeah.
Nah, I was good because I found like used cabinets and shit this weekend. Man, I was fucking wheeling and dealing, dude. I found like I'm like the fucking. I found like I was working on. I found like hot water heaters for fucking cheap.
Dude, did I ever tell you my dad?
I'm good with that shit.
You're good at finding like
I'm good at
you finding the deals.
I'm good at finding.
You gotta be, man. It's all about the margins. You know, those margins add up. You keep paying. If you keep paying premium on stuff, on all that stuff, then next thing you know, your profits are poof.
Well, freed up. You know, like me saving on cabinets freed up the fact that I can probably just pay someone to run the fucking sewer outside.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that about a month ago. I thought you took care of that.
There's still shit.
We took care of all the inside,
but you had to still run the line.
You got to run the line outside. And I'm just. Like my dad said, he's like, just get everything done, and then we'll figure that out later. But I think we're good. I think I can get that done.
Hey, what do you pay a plumber to do that, or is it special?
Or a couple G's, man. Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it a special guy to do that?
Well, there's like
not
they have
every
different
plumber.
ways you can do it. You can just straight dig and whatever, and then there's another way where you can just they have like this hydraulic press where it presses the pipe through the other pipe. It's like a sleeve.
Oh,
It
okay.
goes inside the place.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
How do you seal it on the other end, though?
Well, you'll have to dig up the one spot, but it's like
Okay, so you
dig up.
you
one.
got from the house.
You only got to dig up.
So
the,
you're just coupling
you
on
only
either
have
end.
you only have to dig up the tie-in.
Oh, that's nice, dude.
Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? That's
So is that where you're leaning?
Whatever price is right, dude. Because I'm gonna have them just run the fucking water line too.
So what do you work, you're out there. I know about how particular you are about where you got to take a Duke. You get back to the place.
I got
no
time.
running water. What do you got? What do you got to do?
Home Depot it. So
Home Depot. It?
Oh, the one by Total Wine? You
How
run
you
down the
doing?
street?
yeah, it's
How you doing with that?
Dude,
Home Depot bathrooms
Listen,
can get rough, man.
I'm making a lot of sacrifices at the moment, all the way around, dude. Life's not easy. Life is not easy.
No, hopefully there's.
I'm making sacrifices.
Dude,
I'll tell you that.
I got a spot for you to go in that area. It's a good bathroom. Seriously, I have that area. I have a spot.
Stanza spot.
I do.
It's
I actually stop there if I'm not even going to that place at that time. It's a Dollar General, man. It's my Dollar General.
It's convenient 'cause
they
I
keep
get
their
the-
bathroom immaculate.
Nice.
And they also have spray containers and wipes in there, so I can fucking clean. I can do that shit down myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's pretty
Yeah.
sweet.
Dude, so I clean them out just in case anybody else was sitting on that shit before. That was
Where's your
disgusting.
Dollar General down there?
This
Where
is
the
Wilmington?
old Tri-State Mall is?
Yeah.
On the other side, on the back side, there's a Save-A-Lot. There's a Dollar General right next
Wait,
door.
where is this? What
shit.
town is this?
It's in Claymont.
Claymont. Okay.
Yeah.
So I gave my son, my youngest Noah, a little fatherly advice because I was like, "Listen, man, if you ever get in a gym, you feel a little apprehensive about taking a dump, especially like at school, because you don't want to be all bound up all day and everything."
Or you just pop that squat, man. Just hold on to the fucking sides. I've done that.
Well,
We've all done that.
Well, I said to him, I said, rather than hover, if you don't want to hover,
Yeah.
then you get a paper towel, you hit it with a little soap and a little water, go
Hey.
in the stall and wipe that shit
I do
down.
this shit there
Yeah, I
all
do
the
that.
time, man.
Yeah, get
All
that
the
stuff
time.
cleaned up, and then you go bareback.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But you ever remember back in the day, you're in your early 20s, college, whatever. You fucking puke in any goddamn toilet when you're in the bar, dude. You didn't give a shit.
You put your mouth where
Yeah, exactly. And now you're afraid to go take a shit these days.
You get a splashback, man. It's like you got to go to the hospital.
I remember there was a bar in Ridley, and it was a disgusting bar. And
bootleggers.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bootleggers. It was actually worse than bootleggers. It was right up the street.
Is there a bar worse than bootleggers?
Yes, there's a bar worse than bootleggers. I forget what it was called. And there was a 21st birthday. We went to it. This girl who is like anal retentive got shit bombed. Was like hugging the fucking toilet. And it was a disgusting bar. I was like, never. I've never been that fucked up to puke at a bar like that.
Yikes. Yeah.
I'd rather go outside, man. Just
Dude,
throw me outside.
just at work, like at my job, I work in pretty prestigious
your bathrooms
place.
are nice, though.
They're really nice, and they are on top of it. Like the cleaning crew comes in there all the time, but the building is at capacity.
Yeah, so
like
people
you
are
go in
shitting
there
all the time.
You go in there at 9:15.
Seat's still warm, son.
Yeah, you go in there at 9:15. Just everybody's coffee has hit them. Yeah. It's 8 stalls.
You ever been there- you ever
Yo,
Like,
coffee doesn't
you ever
do it
had-
to me anymore.
Really?
No?
No,
still
because
wrong.
I drink it black, and I'm telling you, if you drink it black,
Dude, I drink it black.
It doesn't do nothing to me.
I can't drink it black.
The
You guys are
caffeine's
fucking
the diuretic, man. That flushes.
No, because
your-
I remember when I
Colon
put
with water.
like sugar or cream or whatever in there. Yeah, for faux show. But ever since I drink it black, it don't fucking do nothing.
But dude,
Maybe it's just your body's getting used to it.
I guess.
You drink it a lot. So you probably drink like 3 cups a day?
Yeah, I drink the shit out of coffee.
Yeah, I
dude.
figured you did, man.
Yeah,
as much as you move around.
That's just
that's
legit.
lifeline.
I drink
man.
like 3. I drink 3 cups a day for what I got going on, but I'm sure yours is 5 or 6.
I can do like 1, maybe 2.
Fuck
But
that,
you don't
dude. I
have
love that
to.
shit.
What do you do, John?
What
just like-
happens?
I'm just kidding
Here's the
with you,
thing.
brother.
What happens is I go to bed at like 10, maybe 10:30. I sleep straight through.
I hate you.
until
I
6:30,
hate you.
7
Shut
o'clock.
the fuck up, dude.
I just like sipping on the shit. Like I just like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
Yeah,
I
I
can't
enjoy
drink
it.
black. I can't drink.
I put
tried.
cinnamon in it. That's the only
it.
thing.
Once
I
in a
do.
while, I'll put cinnamon in there, just straight cinnamon. That's it, though.
But dude, there's some guys like I'll be at that stall, and I know I've said this before, but I'm like, fiber, man. Have some fucking lettuce.
No, it's like-
you got a problem, dude. Like,
you actually say that. You don't say that.
No, I don't say that.
Change your diet. No, like change your diet.
Yeah.
dude. Your diet's fucking
Because they're
foul,
just blowing the shit out of that toilet.
and it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Every once in a while, you get the runs, but if you're getting the runs all the fucking time, there's a problem.
Yeah,
No, I
you
mean-
gotta you gotta eat some fucking lettuce, dude. Have a salad.
Yeah.
Eat
See,
some
those things are
vegetables,
green. They're fucking healthy
Yeah.
for
Dude,
you.
it's
You're
like,
plants.
I'll sit there, I'll hear a dude, like, grunting his ass off, and then it sounds like someone emptying a can of soup into the bowl.
Yeah, the whole fact of the matter is, if you're taking a dump on a Monday,
Yeah.
and like it's a little loose, it's probably because you went out that weekend.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're fucking having fucking runs on a fucking Wednesday, dude, you might want to get checked out.
Yeah.
Seriously. Unless you're
And then-
sick.
And then there's this other thing that happens at my work in the bathroom.
John,
Dudes.
seriously, I don't want to know.
No, this
John.
isn't as bad. But dudes clearing out their pipes and rinsing their mouth out like they're taking a bath in the
Really?
sink. Oh, like I don't know if it's a cultural thing or Ayurvedic thing,
yeah.
but like sucking the snot and rinsing your mouth out and spitting everything like
Really?
like that. Like it drives me crazy. But it's like there's a lot of dudes in my work that do that, and I'm like, I want to just be like, hey, dude, shut the fuck up, man. You're making me want to throw up. And this isn't a health spa, right? Wash your fucking hands and get out.
Yeah, seriously.
And then there was this executive I used to work
We should
with.
use
He
this.
never
on the
washed
fucking-
his hands.
This is good material, dude.
Yeah, we'll keep it in.
We forgot to even start the show. I think last week we went through like 20 minutes and we were
We're having a good time talking.
Yeah, it was fun.
You guys ready to rock?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, 1, 2. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Nick, John, and Jamie Show. I'm John.
Nick,
And I am Jamie.
Hello, guys.
What's up?
we're all back.
Yeah. It's a nice time. Good time in the basement. Good times, good times. So let's just get into it because it is episode 84. It is September 17th. Let's get into the news.
Wait, 84, man. Whew.
Yeah.
We're up there, man. We're almost to 100, dude.
Yeah, 100. We might actually get video like we keep
I'm
threatening.
exciting. How exciting.
So let's get right into the news. We had some celebrity deaths.
Yeah, Rick Kasich.
Rick Ocasek
And
from
then
the Cars.
Eddie fucking Money, dude.
Yeah.
I love that dude.
Yeah, I heard about
dude's fucking 80s, dude. I love that
Take me
guy.
home tonight.
Yeah.
It's like-
and the Cars, too.
But that,
obviously,
hey,
yeah.
Take Me Home Tonight is the quintessential 80s song.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
So many 80s movies have that.
And the
fucking-
Cars, too, you could say, too. That's
The Cars
80s shit.
definitely. But Take Me Home Tonight, 2 Tickets to Paradise.
Yeah.
That's a great song, too. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then so he died at 70 on September 13th.
What did he die of? A heart attack?
I'm not sure, actually. I had it written down, but then I just kind of the note
Yeah,
went
it's not
away
that
from
big a
me.
deal. I was just
Yeah, and
curious.
Rod Stewart was fighting, like, colon cancer or some shit.
Yeah,
Or-
Rod-
Who is?
He was fighting it. He didn't tell anybody. 3 years, he beat it.
No
Oh,
kidding.
that's awesome.
He's in, like, remission or whatever.
That's good.
I think, what the hell, this guy from Jeopardy's on remission, too. He had
Yeah.
pancreatic cancer, which
Yeah,
is
which is
one of the
fucking-
worst.
Dude, that's usually a death sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex Trebek.
Yeah, Trebek. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Steve Jobs died of, right?
Well, yes.
It started out as pancreatic, right? And then
Then he had liver failure. He got a liver transplant, and then he just didn't listen to his doctors. And I don't know if he would have lived or died, but he didn't do a lot of what the dietary requirements and stuff that he should have taken
Okay.
note and did. He didn't really abide to. That's how come he lost weight and got weak and got sick and then died. But Rick Ocasek, let the good times roll. My best friend's girl. And
Let
let's
the good
go.
times roll.
There's so many of those
Dude,
hits,
the
man.
cars are the shit, dude.
Yeah, and it was like a weird. Like I would, if I was a band at that time, I would have never thought that's going to be my sound.
Yeah, like, well, you think of that, like Yes, like all those like
Oh, yeah.
weird bands that just like you pencil in there and you don't really think about, but it's good like background music. You're like, man, that's a good tune.
Hell yeah, man! So a moment of silence for Rick and Eddie, and on to the news. So Robert Downey Jr. just to shift gears abruptly is going to be reprising his role as Tony Stark.
Yeah, but in the cartoon?
No, in the movie, in Black Widow. Why? Because it's a prequel.
Well, yeah, he's just going to be Tony Stark. He's not going to be Iron Man.
Probably not. It depends on how far they go back.
But I thought he didn't get introduced to Black Widow until Iron Man 2. Like they never met until that.
Well, you never know if it's going to be a face-to-face, a handshake, if he's going to be a somebody in an...
Yeah, but why would they pay him? I'm sure he's going to get, a huge chunk.
I don't think he's like that, really. I think he's just... I think, I'm sure he gets paid or whatever. But that guy strikes me as a guy that's like a team player. He's like,
no.
Hey, you want me to come in there? All right.
I think he has fun with the character.
I agree. That he's one of those guys that doesn't seem like he needs to get, I'm sure he gets paid, but I'm sure he's
$75 million.
Yeah, he gets paid the most out of anybody.
And that's. But I don't think that's what drives the fucker.
No, I'm sure he's past that point now. I mean,
everybody that is loaded is past that point, though.
I disagree. I think some people the only way they keep going is that.
Well, I was just. It's funny that we bring up this little topic. I was just. Shannon was watching one of her Real Housewives shows, and Aiden goes, "Well, why are these people on TV? They're all rich." And I'm like, it's not about the money, Aid. It's about just notoriety, getting out there, getting your face. Celebrity, being a celebrity. Some people that have money just want to be rich and want to be famous.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I don't get it either.
I don't get that part. I don't get, why would you subject your family and yourself to so much ridicule in the public eye?
Because you need it. You have an empty black hole that you need to fill.
Exactly.
Yeah, so AKA you'll fuck on film and then you get paid for it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
she's still getting paid for it.
Dude, she's getting paid at the
Her
ass.
family get paid for it. Her freaking sister's
Name
worth
a skill,
$1 billion.
Name a skill.
None. She can part her lips in a way that looks seductive.
Hey, man. But she's making fucking dough.
Yeah, big dough.
Ray me.
And the funniest thing, though, is that her, the youngest sister, the one with the makeup line,
she's worth $1 billion.
Yeah. She didn't even have to go on camera to get banged in order to do that.
No, because her sister did it for her.
Yeah, exactly. She opened the door. Thank you, Kim.
Yeah.
Anyway,
thank you.
We wasted.
She opened the door.
If we wasted
the back door.
We wasted too much talk on them already. Move on. I just was bringing up a point.
So, in other news, Sylvester Stallone was in an interview, and he says he wants to make a Tango.
I sent that to you.
Yeah,
I tagged you guys.
You did. I saw that on Facebook.
As soon as I saw it, I tagged you motherfuckers.
Yeah, so if we're going to do our own little throwback, we did an episode sort of celebrating Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And we watched
Tango and Cash. It was
right?
great.
I've never
still
seen
a great
it.
movie.
Yeah.
I still boggles the mind how much an 80s fan you are. That is 80s.
Yeah, and it is funny too because I've seen a lot of oddball 80s movies. Like I said, like Cobra and stuff like that. Because that is Cobra's kind of oddball.
Oh yeah.
So it's funny you say that. So two things.
He's going to do
If he does Cobra, I'll fucking jerk off right now.
He's also talking with Robert Rodriguez to do a Cobra reboot.
Dude, I will jerk off right now, dude. I thought that movie, in the beginning.
The Cobretti, man.
Yeah, Cobretti. When the opening scene, when he fucking hops on the fucking grocery store mic, and he's like,
got the gloves on.
He's like, I'm gonna get you fucking dirtbag or something. He says some smart ass 80s comment. And dude, I thought that was the greatest thing ever, dude.
He's got the matchstick in his teeth.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that opening line, he was just talking shit on a mic in a grocery store.
I gotta watch it again.
You gotta give it to Sylvester Stallone. He owns these caricatures of himself. He's like, fuck it, man. This is how I make money.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean. And he's
brilliant.
fine with it.
It's so goddamn smart. He's like, listen, I understand how this factory called Hollywood works.
Yeah,
and watch me pull its levers.
Yeah,
watch me. Because he's like, wait, you can't make any more Rambo movies. You're 70-some years old. Watch me.
Yeah.
You can't make any more Rocky movies. Watch me.
And I'll turn it into Creed, and it'll be even better than the other shit. I got to give it to him. He's brilliant. I think he got smarter as he got older.
Absolutely.
The Untouchables. That will Expendables. That was awesome. Just getting a bunch of old has-beens together.
Yes.
Let's fucking make a movie and have fun.
Yes.
And people obviously wouldn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
There's more than one.
There's 3 to 4.
3, I think.
Now, I like the first one. 2 was okay. And
2 was okay.
They got fucking crazy.
I love 2 because of Chuck Norris. When they brought Chuck Norris in, that fucking made the movie for me.
Yeah. Chuck Norris. They just had this cast of characters that, it was exactly what it was supposed to be. It was an homage to all these 80s superstars that we had in our our cache of movies. But the other thing was
Cobretti. Dude,
the one part of the Cobretti that I love is that he pulls up in that baller car. That's that chop car that he had.
Yeah, it's like I think it's like what was that, a 40s Ford or something? Or,
Yeah,
or
but
it might
it was-
be a Willys or something. Yeah,
But it was like gray, and it just
Yeah.
looked badass. He pulls up, and this Spanish dude's giving him a bunch of shit as he gets out of the car,
Oh, yeah.
and he grabs him by the shirt pocket and just
he
doesn't
rips
say-
it off. Doesn't say shit. I remember that. It just rips it right off.
and walks away like I
nothing.
just disrespect you. I don't even think you're even a threat. Like not even in the littlest
You're
way.
not even fucking human to
Yeah.
me. I'm just gonna rip your fucking pocket.
And he's
why-
like, face tu madre, pinche.
That's why because he treated that guy like in the opening scene, he treated that guy like a piece of shit on the microphone of a grocery store, dude. He just totally bashes shit out
So
of
good. And one last thing regarding our beloved Sly Stallone is that he thinks he has another story for Rocky.
Another one, just Rocky, not a Creed.
Rocky. And it has
He
to-
is just printing fucking money.
Yeah, he says, and it has to do with some sensitive political stuff that's going on now and some foreign entities. Who knows if he was just jerking around? In
No,
the
he's not
interview.
joking around.
But
He's not joking
He's
around.
like an aged Dwayne Johnson, dude.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because
Well,
that fucker
yeah.
just-
Yeah, and you know what? The other thing is, he's making movies. He doesn't have to act something new. He's just, I'll just fucking do what I do.
Yeah.
I don't have to act. I don't have to shed a tear. It's fuck.
Yo, speaking of Dwayne Johnson, so like this week is like mental health week or whatever.
Yeah.
And my work like is like big on that stuff. So they did this thing where you have to like watch like the rock videos.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you what.
What,
I actually
what do you
sat
mean?
through and watched them. You didn't like sit there and like, oh, what the fuck?
What,
am I
he did
watching?
a PSA?
He did
The
mental health?
yeah, about
Really?
like he had like depression and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And it was fucking pretty good, dude.
When
The
did he
guy's a
have-
good public speaker.
When did he have depression? During
So
his
he apparently
WWE?
no, he was trying to get in the NFL. He like pretty much failed at that. And then he got into the Canadian League, but then got kicked off. Like he got, cut. And then like a month later, he said like, so in between this month later where he got the call back to say come back.
He went back to Florida, right?
Yeah, he went back to Florida, but he was like, he said he like scrubbed like the walls in his apartment because that's the only thing he could control.
Yeah.
And then like when they called him back, like, yo, you know what? Why don't you come back on the team? He's like, nah, I'm done.
Yeah.
And he made the call and he's like, I'm going to go to wrestling because his dad did wrestling.
He had like $7 in
His
his
dad,
pocket.
I didn't know his dad was
Yeah.
wrestling.
And so like he's like, teach me. And his dad was like resilient at first. And he's like, all right, if that's what you want. And then there you have it.
Yeah,
And then he
he
said
wasn't
this-
good at first
No,
because he was a good. He wanted to be a good guy,
He said the same thing about
He was a good guy in the end.
well,
but in the beginning he wasn't.
no, he
Wasn't
wasn't.
he?
No, in the beginning he was, and then he became a heel. That's how he became The Rock.
But it was how he was received. Like people like loved him. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Like his character was great.
Started the eyebrow, the
And
smell what The Rock is
the
cooking.
third person,
And then
talking, absolutely.
What was interesting is, and
I
I
remember
never thought about like this, is when he got into like acting, like they batted a brow to it. Like, dude, like you gave up your good WWE was F career.
Yeah.
And now you're trying to be a movie star. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? And he told his agent, he goes, yo, I want Will Smith's career, but I want to do it. Like, I want to be better.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I don't mean disrespect to Will Smith. I love the guy. He's a friend of mine, but
Sure.
I want to be better. And I
Yeah.
want that career. And
Yeah.
they looked at him like, you're fucking high. Now look at the motherfucker.
I know. He's-
Again, another guy that found a niche. Will Smith went off the rails and started thinking he was like, I'm like an A-list like talent actor. Mm-hmm. He's good, but I wouldn't consider him one of the best actors out there.
No.
And I think The Rock found that niche where it's
he's
like,
better than The Rock.
oh, acting wise,
wise.
yeah. But I think let's not get into that. But
Yeah.
I think the last couple of movies Will's chosen have been bad.
Yeah.
But The Rock finds his niche and he just goes with it, man.
Yeah,
and he's lovable, like you
Yeah.
always say, as
Totally,
a
man.
lovable.
Charming.
I like this speech though. He's like talking about, and he was like,
In the depression thing?
yeah, and he was like motherfucking things and stuff like that. He's
Really?
like, yeah, he goes,
Keeping it real.
yeah, he was, and it was like a good speech. It wasn't like you were like not batting your eye. It was
Yeah.
like, I keep my back up against this fucking wall, and he's like, I look one way, and that's forward. And I was like, this dude's pretty legit.
You can't deny his
and
success.
and that's what I mean. If this guy gives a speech and went through depression and came through on the other side, I mean, that's what you got to look towards, because this guy is like peak physical health. He supposedly eats all healthy all the time, and
Wakes
then-
up at 4 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, just workouts. He does like 3 workouts a day or something like that. It's not like just one workout.
Well, I think I meant to mention this already, but he had that app because someone said you should do an app because he kept posting at 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. He'd post on Instagram, "I'm getting up, man. Are you?" Like that type of thing. And people, so someone spun up an app and all he did was lend his voice to it. And it's like an alarm and you could set different rock alarms. So the alarm goes off and it's like, beep, 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 beep. I could do this all day. Beep, beep, beep.
That's
beep,
awesome.
like that. And here's the thing. You can't shut it off.
Oh, really?
You got to turn off the app. You got to like shut down the app. There's no
cool.
like snooze button.
That's clever.
You can shut it off, but there's no snooze button. But it's like he's constantly on fire and he's always doing stuff like the big philosophy is that you just got to outwork everybody. You know, so if he gets up at 4:30 in the morning, then especially, and that's part of the reason I think why he's still on the East Coast because he lives in Florida. He's now 3 hours ahead of the West Coast at 4:30 in the morning. Mm-hmm. And now he's also 3 hours ahead of most of the people on the East Coast too. So it's like there's a mental click in his head that's like, I got to work harder, work longer, get up fit earlier, and beat everybody to the punch. And obviously it's paying off.
Yeah, dude's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
You can't hate on that motherfucker.
See, he's definitely a guy it seems like you could go have a beer with.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Just wouldn't want to piss off.
No. He's a monster.
He's what is he, 6'4", 250? All muscle, maybe bigger than that?
He's a big boy for sure. In other news, we're in reboot heaven. I mean, we've been doing, we talked about this before, but
You said Cobra, so I'm
He's out. That's all we heard from this episode.
done for the night.
He's done.
But the other thing is that NBC is coming out with their own streaming service.
I heard about this.
All right.
What are they doing? What the
So
fuck?
it's called Peacock.
Yeah.
It's called Peacock.
Yeah. Because that's their.
I know
right?
what the thing is.
But
It's funny.
I don't know how. I didn't dive into like all the nuances of what the service provides based on what you pay for it. But if you think about their cachet, right? All their stock, like what they have. Think about all the comedy that they've done over
Thursday
the years.
night.
I know.
Mainly their Thursday night lineup.
It's a huge lineup.
So they're going to turn the corner on that and make all those past stuff that's not available on their primetime television, put that all on their streaming service, which means they're going to, whatever they had with Netflix is going to get vacuumed over, right? The one thing that they're doing, and I'm not sure if what's it called, the one with all the nerds, the
Big Bang?
Big Bang.
That's on CBS.
Oh, it's on CBS. Well, CBS just cut a deal to give that over to HBO.
Did they all that stuff?
Yeah.
Because HBO is coming out with a streaming service.
It's called HBO Max.
Here's where I'm
Right. Now, if we have a subscription to regular HBO, do we get HBO Max or is that something different?
I think HBO Max is strictly streaming, and then HBO is what you buy as a package with your cable provider.
Oh, man.
Which is fucked up because
I got you.
because Comcast
Gotcha.
owns NBC, but can then license the HBO. So it's like it's getting really messy.
Yeah.
Can you explain something to me? This is where I got confused. Okay, so they announced this thing, and then they announced like the NBC thing I'm talking about. So they announced the NBC thing that they're going to start this, and then that they want to bring all those shows back. But then this week also they announced that Netflix is getting Seinfeld.
Yes.
Confusing, right?
Netflix has Friends too, so it's confusing.
No,
also.
but they just announced that that Seinfeld is going on Netflix.
Yeah, it was like $300 million, wasn't there?
Explain that to me.
So it's
Jerry
a battle.
might own the rights though. It all depends on who owns the rights to the show.
It's true.
They're like Friends.
He was executive producer.
The Friends, they all own. Somehow at the end they negotiated the last couple of years. They own the rights to the show. I think.
No kidding.
That's how it's on Netflix, and they got like $500 million for the fucking show being on Netflix or some shit.
That's
like that.
where I was like confused.
It has to be.
And
that.
then they were talking about rebooting The Office.
That's where I was going to.
Did they really? There was another reboot out there too, but you can go on.
So with all these, exchanging of streaming services, content exchanges of streaming services, everybody's vying for this turf, right? And there's tons of content out there. Now everybody's just sort of grabbing for pieces of pie so they can get you to say, I want this instead of that, right? Because this has 20 of my shows that I like. This only has 5.
Yeah.
Right. So it's going to get. I feel like you're going to need some type of Venn diagram or some type of.
I think they're going to lose
Excel doc.
I think it's going. I think CBS is going to fall flat. I think NBC is going to fall flat.
Warner's going to fall flat.
Yeah, they're all going to fall flat, and then that's
it's going to be
when
the big 3. It's still going to be.
They got to climb. Yeah, they're missing. I think it's too little, too late.
I read an article about Disney Plus and Apple Plus, the differences, and what.
Apple too. Fucking suck.
What Disney has to offer and what Apple has to offer. Content-wise, Disney offers more, but Apple, the first year, will be streaming to almost worldwide within the first year. Disney is going to take like almost 2 years to get there.
Yeah, and I think they could take fucking 5 years, and they're still going to fucking kick the shit out.
The article ended up saying Disney will end up winning
it's like,
because there's just so much content.
They could take their goddamn time. They could take their goddamn time. Who gives a fuck?
As long as they're releasing, I think it's, for some reason, the Netherlands is in there. Because I don't know why. It's the Netherlands, United States, and I think the UK. And Netherlands is not. I think the Netherlands already has it, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because somebody said there was another article about somebody in the Netherlands saying it's like the greatest streaming service ever.
Oh, shit.
And like with movies, you can argue that like quality sometimes can like surpass, like not get, it can get looked over and still make money. Like Venom's a good fucking example of that.
Yeah.
But shows are, you have to be bought in, so the quality's got to be there. You know what I mean? Name a good show name a shit show that fucking survived.
Nope, I can't.
You can't. It's impossible.
Small Wonder.
No, he's talking about what's on the streaming services. Dick. You're a dick. And I like Small Wonder, fucker.
You did?
I did. I like
my
the
God.
brother's named Jamie.
You got to go.
Yeah.
You both got to go. It's solo shit tonight.
When you're, I was fucking her age when I was watching it, dude.
It's so
I mean,
bad.
I was little.
That's true. That's true.
You're 10 years older than me, John. You got to think.
I'm not.
What I was watching at that
you're
time.
asking me to do something.
She
I
lift
don't
the
practice.
couch and vacuum.
Yeah.
What the hell was her name?
I know the brother's name was Jamie, I think.
They were just talking about that on Preston and Steve a couple weeks ago. I believe how gay that show was.
The show was actually pretty decent.
This was awful.
No, I think it only survived like a season or two.
Yeah, it was
right?
like 3 seasons, I think.
And now that I got that goddamn theme
Alf
song
was
in my
the
head.
show back in the day, though, man.
What was?
Alf. Yeah,
Alf was good.
I
From
loved
Melmac.
Alf. Yeah, I
Used
loved
to
Alf.
Love cats. Loved
I ate them, but it was weird. Why would you eat cats? But sure, that was our choice.
Well, I mean, I've been to a Chinese restaurants. How do you think they'll get those ribs
Dude,
so small?
80s shows were the shit anyway. Airwolf. All
Airwolf! Holy fuck! You watched that?
A-Team, of course.
Dude, Airwolf. A-Team was, but not too many people watched Airwolf.
Dude, Airwolf.
Helicopter didn't go upside down. It was badass.
Yeah, I do
Still
remember
can't do that
Airwolf.
today.
Unless you're Tom Cruise.
Yeah, right.
So, part of the reboots thing and part of these acquisitions and trading hands is that they're also looking to reboot Princess Bride.
What?
Outsider.
No. I heard The Outsiders because I just watched the Patrick Swayze documentary, which, by the way, is fucking awesome. By the way,
Really?
Where's that at?
it's on demand, like the WB network or something like that. Not WB, Warner Brothers. It's a same thing as Yellowstone, same channel, and it was not to get too far off, but if you guys get a chance, check it out because it really goes into his backstory about how because actually everybody called him Bud. I didn't know that.
Really?
Nobody called him Patrick. It was just his stage name. His dad was named, he was like Little Bud, and his dad was named Big Bud.
That makes sense. If you think about it, he has kind of like a Texas...
he was a cowboy.
Was he really?
He was a cowboy. He grew up in, somewhere in Texas, I believe.
Yeah.
And he owned a ranch, and then he bought like this huge reserve out in New Mexico or something like that.
God, so...
Dude, he was a ballet dancer. He did karate.
Shit.
He was in everything. And then the Point Break.
rip your throat out.
Yeah, remember Point Break, where he did all those jumps? Actually, the first take of those jumps, there was a stunt double. The movie studio wouldn't pay for him to do it because they didn't want him to get hurt.
You got to endure him.
After the movie was over, after they got done cutting, he did all the takes himself, paid for it, and they used that in the movie.
Kidding.
And
Wow, that's pretty ballsy.
And the one guy was talking. He goes, because Tom Cruise was, they said, idolized Patrick Stewart from The Outsiders. And he goes, you bet your ass.
Swayze.
Swayze, you bet your ass Tom Cruise. That's the reason why he does his own stunts.
Wow.
And like all that shit because what Swayze used to do.
Yeah, because he was the big brother figure in The Outsiders.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah,
know?
they had talked about that. Rob Lowe was talking about that, and a couple other guys. How like they used to like hop trains. He taught them how to hop trains and go from town to town. He goes, we would just fucking hop a train one weekend and just go.
When they were on the set of The Outsiders?
Yeah, when they were all just hanging out. All these young boys would just hop trains with him, fucking like an 18-year-old dude. Just so you come with me. We'll hop a fucking train and act like hobos and fucking go up to wherever.
That's wild.
Dude, it was crazy. Yeah, he was just like...
That's life well lived. Yeah.
Definitely check it out, man, because I was always a fan. I liked a lot of his stuff, you know what I mean? But
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse and,
Come on, man.
You know, Point Break were my two favorite
Him and
times.
Sam Elliott.
And I also liked, if anybody ever watched it, I liked a miniseries called North and the South. I was a big fan.
That was a good miniseries, man.
It's a great miniseries.
Yeah. So yeah, they're looking to reboot. God, that makes me want to cringe, though. Princess Bride and The Outsiders, they're just so great.
I just don't think... why you go there? They're like, just don't do it.
Dude, you know what I watched this weekend? I watched...
Everything?
Everything, but RoboCop.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And it holds up. I mean, because it was...
That was hardcore, that fucking movie.
Hell yeah, man.
That was like way hardcore. I remember...
They show fucking tits in it. I totally forgot about that.
She's doing...
I was like, it's fucking the 80s, early 90s.
The dude's doing
80s?
coke off her fucking tits.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the parking
And
garage.
I remember when I was a kid and like I was sleeping, but I like came downstairs and I like walked down and my parents were like watching it. And I was like, they're like, go back upstairs.
Yeah.
But I
Dude,
remember that
just
part.
when they kill Peter Weller, man, they blow his hand off, they shoot him in the head, they do him
That was
dirty.
no fucking joke, man.
Yeah, and then it's like, but I'm watching it, and then I remembered that they rebooted RoboCop. They did one in the mid 2000s, maybe.
Yeah, I remember. I heard about
2010-ish.
But it made it look like a fucking...
And I was like
a well and done piece.
dude, it was polished. It had all the makings of a good modern sci-fi movie, but you're like, ugh, you didn't have to touch it.
Yeah.
Didn't have to touch a damn thing. So it's like when I look at these, reboot The Outsiders, reboot Princess Bride, I'm
How
like,
do you even reboot Princess Bride?
I don't know.
How do you fucking...
Who knows? Dude, that makes me think about RoboCop, though. Like, how hardcore that movie was. That movie was
dude.
fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
It was like, no
I'll
joke.
buy that for $1.
Like, yeah, like, that movie was not for like the weak.
No,
weak
they
of heart.
had drug abuse, they had violence, they had sex, they had language.
What was that rated? It had to be R, right?
No, it was R.
It had to be an R.
But it was like, to like the
I remember
degree.
seeing it as when it came out.
Yeah,
But
but it
the
was,
second one wasn't an R, though. That was a PG-13, I think.
Second one might
It
have
had
been
to
an
be.
R, but the second one was silly.
It was
and it was
gay.
not
Yeah,
as
it was gay.
hardcore as the first. The
Yeah.
first one was like, wow.
Yeah, it was groundbreaking, man.
Well, it's like they rebooted Total Recall, and I still think the first one's better.
Yeah,
Hell
dude.
yeah, man.
Hey,
That's the
Billy,
greatest.
screw you. Yeah, that's fucking great, dude. Drive a screw thing into it.
And you go to Mars and you see three-breasted women.
Go to Mars. You're gonna catch Brad Pitt's movie. It looks
Oh,
fucking
Ad
awesome.
Astra?
Looks so good, man. It's like it's one of those movies where you first catch the first trailer and you're like,
I could have gave a shit.
And then it's just coming, and then the second trailer comes, and the third, and it just seems like it is a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
And it's just with awesome visuals, and they're saying Brad Pitt is probably his best performance.
Yeah. I mean, he's been an A-lister for a long time and has never even been, I don't think has been considered for like an award.
No, I mean he's never been that type of
Yeah,
actor.
but that's the
True.
same. That's the same.
Meet
thing
Joe
as
Black. Maybe
the
he probably
fucking
should have
Rotten
been. I like
Tomatoes
that movie.
bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, it's a popularity contest.
It is. No, it's just like
People's Choice Awards is probably
that.
more.
Well, it's the most accurate.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
you know what? I take that back. It's not a popularity contest. It's not
I don't even know who
not
does it.
representative of the people that watch the movie.
Yeah, it's not at all.
No, we went into this.
and that's why it's
10 billion.
that's why it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
fucking fail anyway. Who gives a fuck?
They don't even have a host anymore, so who gives a fuck?
It's going to make all the money. The Emmys was last week.
Was it really?
I know.
Yeah,
I was like,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't either. It came and went, and I was like, what? Really?
You know,
And I think Game of Thrones took all the
Really?
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what I mean. And real quick on that too, like the whole like critic thing or whatever. But Stern was talking about how like it's amazing to him that Eddie Money's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Like the dude was like a hit.
Shit.
The dude was like a hit fucking machine, and you don't have him in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's like, that's fucking a little weak. Like,
yeah.
You will now.
I just looked.
Yeah, I'm sure you will, but the guy couldn't like enjoy it, which is kind of like fucking fuck you.
That's what they do. They
That's
fucking
bullshit.
You'd be well.
Same thing
Old
with
Jan Winter.
Same thing with getting your hands
Fuck.
imprinted at that.
We'll give that away to anybody.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has fucking one. It's
Yeah.
like what
Well,
the fuck?
didn't they chisel that the fuck out?
Someone pounded it
Yeah,
out.
but I think
Did they really? They came
I-
with a sledgehammer and
Yeah.
just jacked
I think
that shit up.
I think they didn't put it back, right?
Well, I don't know if they didn't put it back, but I remember it got chiseled out, and then there was a petition going around for the city not to put another one in. You know, and for the Hollywood Walk of Fame. What the hell does he need to start for? You know, he just paid for that shit.
He's paid for everything.
I think you have to pay for that too, though, don't you? I think
I
the
don't
star gets it, like you get,
Oh, do they?
and then they have to. I think they have to pay for it.
They have to.
The person has to pay for it.
Yeah, so
That's
it's kind
bullshit.
of so it's kind of like
Why?
It's kind of like Rotten Tomatoes and concrete.
yeah, it's weird.
So
Little
yeah,
pretentious.
it was looks like
Little bit.
outstanding drama series. Just in case you want to catch up, outstanding drama series went to Game of Thrones. It beat out
that was
Handmaid's Tale,
really?
Stranger Things, This Is Us, Westworld. Yeah,
And you know I'm a Game of Thrones fan, but
Sure.
that last season was shit.
no, they didn't deserve it.
Did they not show up to the Emmys? Those two fucking guys.
They weren't going to show up if Seth Rogen was there.
Now I'm skeptical. Anybody's making Star Wars movies. They just can't get it right.
So that was last week. Speaking of reboots, Kevin Smith's got Jay and Silent Bob's reboot coming
Yeah.
out, right?
I heard they bust on Batman versus Superman in it.
He's going to take all kinds of pop culture references,
he's
right?
gonna fucking go nuts, dude. I hope he busts on The Last Jedi because that fucker caters
he
to.
probably won't because he sucked that fucking dick on that.
Well,
one, dude.
He sucks Abrams' dick.
He managed to get Chris Hemsworth in this movie.
but he was
Yeah, he did.
yeah, but he
Nice guys get a little bit of love sometimes.
wasn't he on the rod though on the fucking whole The Last Jedi shit?
He never went hardcore disparaging. Like when everybody else was shitting on it. And listen, if the guys like it all depends on what his motivations are, in my book. I mean, teach his own. But in my book, if his motivations are, listen, I just want to lead he says, I want to be the light. There's enough darkness in the world. I don't want to have to shit on somebody else's art. That's what he said. That's how he puts it.
All right, and listen, I'm all for that and stuff, but he like cracks jokes. Here's my problem: is he'll crack jokes about certain things and
like Batman v Superman.
Well, and like making fun of it, but like
I think there's
where it's like legitimately deserved, like The Last Jedi, it's legitimately deserved. You better fucking throw a couple of stones in that glass house.
Here's the way I see it. I think there's a very real Fabergé egg culture in Hollywood, and that there's a potential for backlash for anybody that wants to speak out. Because everybody's got their hat out and waiting for that next job because they think they could be a has-been tomorrow.
Yeah,
Right? And so they're like,
Disney's a big.
But you
big
can
world.
argue though that Kevin Smith is like, listen, I like the guy. I love Jay and Silent Bob. The dude's pretty damn good. I love fucking Mallrats. I love all that shit.
Sure.
I love fucking Clerks. Guy's great, but he's no A-lister per se.
No, and he'll cop to that.
And that's
in a
what
minute.
and
That's why he makes those
No, but that's
$6
what I'm
million
saying. Like,
budget movies.
why should he give a fuck? Because they're not going to they're not going to let him in their
a great
little
point.
club. So why give a fuck, dude? And just let it all hang out.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, maybe based on his caliber of how he produces and directs movies, like he's never going to get an Avengers, right? He knows that. But maybe what is in his wheelhouse, because he directs some of the CW stuff. He'll do a Flash. He'll do a Supergirl. He'll do things like that.
Oh,
Maybe-
dude, by the way, my daughter is obsessed with Supergirl.
Really?
Nice.
You got her into it. Nice. That's
No, she got into it herself.
That's
And
awesome.
I think it's her favorite show.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for her. That's cool. I mean, I was never a big fan of it, but for a little girl, I mean, we were just talking about you liking Small Wonders as a little, you know.
I wasn't a little girl, but yeah, go on.
When you were a little girl.
Sorry, brother.
No, you're good. But it gets a little. The only problem I have with it is I was watching it with her the one time, and I don't watch the show. Like the only one I watched was like the
My
Flash.
brother said it was good.
I don't know.
Well, the first couple seasons again,
it
it
gets
stretched out.
Sure.
I think it gets a little listen, I'm no square. I'm pretty somewhat lenient or whatever, but it does get a little provocative at times.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Well, I could see CW being PG-13.
You're going to get a call from school.
Nah, I mean she's actually pretty good about it. She knows.
He's doing the right thing. She's getting her into.
Reese kissing my little boy.
No, he's getting her into comic books, getting her into those kind of characters.
Strong women.
My daughter wants to be Wonder Woman because I let her watch Wonder Woman. She wants to be Wonder Woman for Halloween.
Well, she did ask too. She did ask the question because there's two girls that are in a relationship.
That's
And she was asking, and I just told her, I was like, it doesn't matter,
Yeah, and we had that talk with the boys.
It's
because we were talking to the boys about that too. We were saying, is there any? Talk to Jack. We'll be because we know Jack's into girls, and we're so Jack, any cute girls in school? Anybody you got your eye on or anything like that? Because he's at that age, and obviously I looked at his history, so I know he's into girls.
Yeah. Delete.
Exactly.
He's got to learn to delete them cookies, man. You got to ixnay on the cookies, eh?
Oh boy, I don't ever want to go into his room with a black light. Put it that way. But before that, we would never put all that shit on him and be hey man, wherever it takes you.
It's more acceptable in today's high school. There's, a friend of our family's, friend of the boys and all that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And I was shocked to find out that she was, and it's very acceptable.
Yeah.
Aiden was telling me about that months ago, and I'm like, really?
Not when I was a kid.
And that's
I'm like,
exactly.
Really?
And that's why I explained to her, and I've seen people that had to deal with it and respect the bullshit they had to go through.
Yeah.
And that's why I said to her, I was like, listen, it doesn't matter. If two people love each other, it doesn't matter who it is.
And you know what? That's funny you said that because the person that Nick and I are referring to, a friend of the kids, that's exactly what she said. She was like, I don't really like to put any labels on it. She was like, I love who, I care for who I care for. I like who I like. I love who I love.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know she said that, but because I didn't get it. I didn't get it that far. Aiden just told me. I was like, oh, that's shocking, but cool.
But talking about mid 80s.
Yeah.
Dude. Are you kidding me?
Even go up to the 90s, even the early 2000s.
90s. A kid in my sister's grade wanted to bring a boy to the prom, and they told him no.
Really?
Yeah, dude wanted to bring a boy to the prom. Said, absolutely not. And the kid got picked on a lot before that. They all knew.
How fucking brave is that, dude?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Nowadays, if a school tells them no, that's all over the fucking news.
Oh, yeah, you're done.
You're done.
But still, could you imagine that? High school is goddamn hard enough as it is. You don't know shit about shit. You're trying to figure it all out. And you got the balls enough to be able to go, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I dig this guy.
Now looking back, you praise the kid. Back then, I was stupid because he was a year older than me, and I'm like everybody else.
What are you doing, man?
Yeah, and
are you out of your mind?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, and you appreciate the fact that they can't. Now, my whole thing is I don't like when it goes to a whole nother level with now you have to fucking call people by certain pronouns and shit. That's fucking crazy to me. That's
exhausting.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying the whole I don't want to be defined as a man or a woman and stuff like that.
I see. I don't like that. I'm right there with you.
And I'm like, listen, man, I'm free. I'm the kind of person that's love who you love. I'm all for that. But
totally.
When you bring me into your bullshit, if I accidentally say yo man or whatever, and you're like, man, I don't want to be defined as a man. I want to be defined as a pro. And it's dude, go fuck yourself. whatever you want to be. Fuck yourself in that way.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
And I'm going to make it's not the same, obviously, but there's something. You reminded me of something when someone overtly and gets offended if their name is say Robert, and you go, "Hey Rob, how you doing?" They go, I'm sorry, Robert?
Yeah.
That. And some people go, hey, man, you can do it in two different ways. There could be one way, it's hey, just so you know, I like to go by Robert.
Yeah.
Or you can be all uppity about it and be like, hey, man, it's Robert.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck yourself. It's Rob. I'm going to call you Bobby.
Yeah, right?
Perfect
You know what I
example is my
Just don't be a dick either
both
way.
my two sons. They have long hair.
Yeah.
they got like long surfer hair, and it'd be easy because like if somebody's
They got
just
magnificent hair.
Yeah, they
it looks
do.
like
They're-
something out of Tolkien.
their hair is fucking
does.
their hair is fucking glorious. Honestly, I am jealous.
Yeah, like how they describe the elves' hair.
And if somebody
Same thing.
walked by and didn't know them
Mm-hmm.
and just walked by, I can see how they can be like,
Great point.
It's a girl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like she has nice hair, and I've heard that before and stuff. And at first, like Brian used to get angry, but now
why
she's
get
just
angry?
like but now she like is used to it.
Yeah.
and
She's
I'm like,
over it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I just told her before, I was like, listen, think about it. Like you just walk by, you see Maddox, but you don't like really see him. You just walking by and you say, oh, she has nice hair.
Yeah.
You're not really.
What a beautiful little girl.
Yeah. And it's like, whatever, man. Whatever.
And then if they look for more than 2 seconds, they realize there's no way that fucking kid's a girl. Because the kid likes to run through things and let his head down.
Yeah. Well, that's besides the point. But, or I could have been like,
No, I'm kidding.
he's not a he or a she.
Yeah.
It's a pronoun.
How dare you gender
Yeah.
identify my son? Well, you know about all the crazy stuff. So I listened to this
Fucking-
podcast called YMH, Your Mom's House, and they go off on the same topic. But they
fucking ridiculous.
were reading, they showed this videos and they pulled up this article or referenced an article that basically said, you want to talk about something to drive you crazy? They said, when you have a newborn baby, you should ask them to change their diaper.
What?
Because it's a breach of their personal space.
Jesus.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm not kidding you, dude.
We reached a new level of stupid.
These fucking
a new level.
These are going to be the same people that are rushing the gate at Area 51. by the way.
and may bullets rain down on him and thin the fucking herd, dude. Thin the fucking herd.
Yeah. Can you believe that?
doing
shit?
us all a favor by getting rid of
Yeah,
these people.
seriously.
That
Ask the baby to change its own diaper because
Yeah.
you don't want to invade.
Thin the herd, man.
Yeah,
Thin the
or
herd.
don't gender identify
You know
them
what?
until they're ready.
I cannot wait till they have a fucking kid and the kid's screaming at 2:00 in the fucking morning because
Yep.
they need a fucking diaper change. I'm not going to sit there and wait. Go ahead. Fucking wait for them to ask.
Yeah, this is the lunacy.
Yeah,
Nick.
it's stupid.
Yeah, it's totally stupid.
It's just ridiculous, man.
Thin the herd,
I don't
man.
even want to spend time talking about it because that's how fucking ridiculous it is.
Thin the herd, dude.
Duly noted. Let's move on.
Do you have any more of these?
I do. They're right in the fridge. Grab me one too if you don't mind.
Sure.
Silent Disco. You majestic.
Quite tasty.
Quite tasty beer by Funk. Out of Emmaus. Yeah. And haven't paid us a dime to say that. The other thing is, I just wanted to make a note. The Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie, they had this really killer Avenger style poster that they're giving away because they're doing a tour with the movie.
I saw the good picture
Thank you.
of like Jay was dressed as Batman.
Well, it's Jay.
Silent Bob's dressed as Batman, and then Jay was dressed as like Superman or something.
Well, this is a little different. You know how the Avengers movies, they have that multicolor sort of stream that goes behind them, and so they're in the foreground. I mean, Jay's in the foreground, Silent Bob's in the background, and Jay's got the cockknocker hand on. And he's got like this like moving fist type of thing, and it's such a piece of Avengers, and it's so perfect for this movie because they're going to make all kinds of
How do you
pop
think it's
culture
gonna do?
references. I think it'll do what it normally does. I think they got some money behind this, and it'll probably do at best $40 million.
When is it released? Next weekend?
It gets released October 15th
in the movies.
in new theaters.
No shit.
But they're also doing this tour, and they're actually going to be coming to Philadelphia in November, I think. They're doing this tour. It's like 80 dates. They're going around
For the movie.
for the movie.
So they're obviously really trying to upside. Are they going to have like Ben Affleck in any of these tours or
Ben Affleck's going to be in it.
Because Dogma is one of my all time favorite movies. I know some people poo poo that shit.
It's a great movie.
I fucking love Dogma.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. So they're doing 80 plus dates. They're doing this reboot roadshow. They're going to be in Philadelphia. But get this. They have regular tickets that you can buy, but then they have like special VIP tickets. And the VIP tickets, you get to sit down with them in $700. Like,
To sit down with him?
yeah, sit
Both of
down,
them.
have a one-on-one and everything.
Listen, I
that.
like Kevin Smith, but I'm not paying $700 to fucking talk
Whoa,
to him.
whoa. We're having an investor. It's something to think we should think about.
Actually, it's 700 VIP package. General admission is $50. Now, granted, you show the movie that he comes out, he does his usual Q&A. He puts on a show for sure.
A question: is Jay on drugs?
No. I think he's in rehab now.
He's been sober for years.
Yeah.
Well,
Silent Bob's the one that's been smoking weed. Kevin Smith.
No, I know, but he was like falling off the
But
wagon.
he's all
times.
he's all health
Yeah,
nut now.
he's
He's all
squared
health
away.
nut now, though.
Yeah, he's totally squared away. But the general admission ticket is $50, right? And that. And
I'm just
then-
asking because that would be entertaining, and then I might pay the $700.
You want Robert Downey Jr. to go back on the smack?
No, I'd like Jay.
Just Jay?
Yeah,
Evil bastard. VIP package, $750. It's gives you early entry. It goes one-on-one time with Kevin and Jay. Take a picture with Kevin and Jay backstage. One commemorative VIP laminate. An ultra exclusive VIP collectible merch item. $750.
yeah, fuck that.
No.
Dude, I saw all the previous dates. There's a lot of previous dates. Everything's sold out. So think about
Yeah,
this.
but he's got,
this is
like,
genius, though.
But he's got a solid following anyway. Of course, it's sold out.
Absolutely. But think about this. Think about the genius of this. He gets money to make a movie. Gets paid to make the movie, right? As a director, producer, whatever you want to call it. Movie, say, does $40 million. He gets the accolades of doing a movie that's reasonably successful for the budget. I'm sure it's not a big budget. But then he goes on these tours, 80 shows, and he starts scooping up barrels of cash on all these shows.
Yeah, well, how do you think the music industry makes money now? They don't
Exactly.
make it on fucking CDs.
Nope.
No.
They're not making them
Or
$1.99 a piece, you
No.
know? But, I think it's clever. I mean, I tip the hat to the guy. But
Yeah,
he's been a big
dude,
fan.
listen, I'm not hating on the fucking guy. He's good. He's talented.
Yeah, for sure.
I just,
He knows
I
his
really hope
craft.
I really hope he
Absolutely.
I hope he throws some poo poo at fucking Last Jedi because, dude, it's fucking deserved.
It's time, Kevin. Come on, man.
It's deserved. Let's be honest.
But that's, if you guys want to go, Thursday, November 7th, 10:30 p.m.
I don't know. We
Late show.
have this financing.
Well, we got to pay for equipment for the video stuff first.
Well,
We
I'm
can't
just
be
saying we get to sit
reckless.
down with these
Get our
guys.
financing
Maybe we get a little smoozing. We get them down
That
here.
could be a hell of a marketing opportunity.
Yeah, get them down here.
Yeah.
Come down to your mother's basement. You know,
Dude, he did a podcast.
and maybe
We
we
promise we won't kill you, sir.
maybe we get them to open up about the Last Jedi. What he really
Don't worry. Nick will not wear you as a skin suit, sir, and tuck his wiener under it.
Put the lotion on the skin. So that's all on that news. Suicide Squad. There was a bunch of activity on
They're rebooting that though, right? It's a
don't
total
know.
No, I heard it's a reboot.
So if it's a reboot, it's still got Margot Robbie.
I heard they're bringing her back home.
I'm
Because why
sold.
wouldn't you? Though?
I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Why wouldn't you bring her back though?
I'm in.
Usually reboot means a total reboot.
No, I get where you're going with that, but
Yeah.
She is.
I think it's
fucking
like-
hot, dude.
Yeah,
She's
she's
doing
hot.
that Harley Quinn movie, that Birds
Holy
of Prey.
shit, she is hot.
yeah.
She's ridiculously hot. Like, I'm sorry.
Dude, don't pull any punches. Tell us where you're coming
I
from.
wouldn't go that far. I think she's hot, but she's not.
What the fuck? You're high.
It's not a Charlize
Wolf
Theron.
on
No,
Wolf
man.
on Wall Street, dude.
She's-
Listen,
I get Wolf on Wall Street. She's hot, but I think she's too skinny.
no way. She's got a fucking nice ass.
She got booty. Like, not a booty like a J-Lo booty, but like a nice...
Yeah, exactly. It's not.
I'm not
flat.
saying she's not hot. I'm just saying I don't think she's as hot like
that's my
Jamie's
problem.
falling over here.
Well, that's my problem.
Jamie's ready to whip out the fucking Vaseline and
Well,
go to
between
town.
that and Cobra...
Yeah, right?
I'm surprised his dick isn't out already.
Yeah, like I think Taylor Swift is hot, but she's got no ass.
No,
Taylor Swift doesn't do anything for her, but she still looks like a little girl to me.
But she has no ass, and that's my point. Like, Jamie needs a backyard. Put a swing set on that shit. You know what I mean? Slip and slide.
Some of the cast that was mentioned in this Instagram blast was Nathan Fillion, John Cena, Idris Elba.
Love
Who
him,
else?
man.
Pete Davidson.
Who's Pete Davidson?
Fuck yeah. What?
Pete Davidson from SNL.
Dude,
Oh,
banging Ariana Grande, and now he's banging. Well, he was banging
Kate Beckinsale. He
Kate
went
Beckinsale.
from dating a little girl to his mother.
Yeah, what the?
It's like,
both hot.
whoo, goddamn. Talking about a little girl there. Ariana Grande looks like a little
I'd
girl.
be like, put the fangs in.
Yeah.
You know, Underworld.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
I got it. It wasn't that funny, dude.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Taika Waititi.
You Guillermo'd that one.
But it's got a hell of a cast, so hopefully they come.
Go to Taika Waititi. What's going on with Taika Waititi?
He's going to be in Suicide Squad.
Is he really? He's going to be in it?
Yeah.
Is he directing it?
I think he is directing it.
Hey, real quick, Brienne's watched Daredevil all the way through, and I actually watched some with her.
Did she like it?
She thought it was awesome.
First season.
But I was cringing because, no, she watched all first, second, and then she jumped to the third, and I was like, oh, I was like, don't do that. I was like, dude, you gotta watch.
Got to be in
The
order.
Defenders. You got to watch the
No,
Defenders.
I told her you gotta at least watch.
Oh, good point.
But I was like,
That's where you fucking go, you know.
Exactly. You gotta watch Defenders, but you should watch at least the first season of Iron Fist. I was like, if you were to watch all of them, right, you would pretty much have to watch like Daredevil 1, Daredevil 2, Iron Fist 1.
You do have to watch Iron Fist because they go into the hand and
The
all
hand,
that.
exactly.
The other two, you
And
don't
then
need to
the
watch.
Defenders.
You don't need to watch the.
But I was like cringing when she was like, I was like, I feel dirty. I was like, you can't do this. It's
What
like,
are you doing?
It's like wearing your underwear outside of your pants. Like, let's not, this isn't good.
It's not the way it gets done.
Yeah.
she liked it though.
Oh, dude, she thought it was great. And
See?
rightfully so. I
It's a
rewatched
shame.
it.
We're not going to get any more
Listen,
of it.
I rewatched it again too. Like, I'll watch it. Man, it holds up like a motherfucker.
good.
What is that guy's name? The main. What is his actor? The main.
Charlie. Charlie.
He's a fucking great actor.
Yeah, it's Charlie. It's on the tip
I
of my
haven't
tongue.
seen him in anything.
Charlie
else.
Cox.
I haven't seen it. Like I've seen all the other people and other things, like
Yeah.
his best friend, and I've seen even the blonde girl and other shit.
Yeah.
and even the villains and all. I've never seen him in anything.
Dude, and he carries that show.
That's what I mean. I mean,
So well done.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's a great ensemble cast. I shouldn't say he carries it. Everybody's in that show is good.
It's fucking good, dude.
I'm going through the roster of characters, and whereas you go over to like Jessica Jones, and you're like, there's two characters that take you. Well, one character in particular takes you right out of there. I didn't even watch the last season of Jessica
the Iron
Jones.
Fist has two characters, him and his the girl, and even
I told you how I felt about Iron Fist.
I loved Iron Fist, man.
Yeah,
the more
after
I get into it,
and like
love
I
it.
said,
one was the best
I
one
thought
for
it.
me.
Well, I thought it sucked, but then after watching the Defenders and all that shit,
go
and
back
and
and
going
get
back and watching
nostalgic.
it,
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah, and you know what? It really got jammed up in the first episode or the first season because, and I know we talked about this, but they rushed it. They
did,
rushed it,
they
and,
did.
and it looked like it, and that's why it was.
Yeah.
but the second season they didn't rush, and I thought it was really well done. But let's move on.
Moving on to trailers. For movie trailers. Doctor Sleep dropped its final trailer.
Doctor Sleep, what's that about?
That's
Refresh my memory.
the Shining Part 2 with Ian
Oh
Ewan
yeah.
McGregor.
How's that getting reviewed?
It's tepid, not nothing. Nobody's screaming from the rooftops. Nobody's condemning it. It's kind of like just meh. But I saw the last trailer, and it's the longest of the trailer, probably the most in depth, where they really flesh out what the premise is. So the premise is this Danny Torrance, we know this. He goes fast forward after the whole Shining
20,
thing.
30 years, whatever.
Yep. He still has the Shining. He still gets episodes where he engages with the, people that are undead or dead or whatever. Ghosts.
Even though he's away from the hotel?
Even though he's away from the hotel. But what happens is he connects with this young black girl that's that has the same thing, only more powerful. Like she can actually do telekinesis and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Right? So see, I started getting interested too.
Yo, do you ever think about like when they do like a thing on telekinesis? Can you imagine like fucking like
telekinesis?
under like telekinesis?
Dude, you got to watch.
That's like totally fucking.
He's got to watch the one we just watched, the fairies and the.
Oh, yeah, it's badass.
What the hell is it? I just
Carnival Row.
Carnival Row.
Do you like it? It takes a couple episodes to get going.
And you fucking telekinesis?
No,
No, the fairy episode. The one part, I guess they're fairies. What are they?
Yeah, the fairies.
Fairies. She's a whore. So this one guy goes to get regular
She's
guy.
a
Human goes to get
lady of
fucked
the
by-
night, Nicholas.
Lady, whatever the fuck you call her, dude. So he's like, fuck
What's
her.
her pronoun?
She's
Like
a fae.
what I did there?
She's
She's
a
a
fae. She's a fae. That's the pronoun. And while he's fucking her, she starts flapping her wings, and he's like, it's like fucking midstream. It's badass,
Dude, he lifts her up. Like she's
She lifts
straddling
him
on
up.
top of him, and she's kind of hooks her legs underneath, and lists her up while they're still doing the
shit.
deed.
It was cool. It was cool. Got me going a little bit.
They showed Jenny's then.
So what?
They showed some Jennies in there. Or
What
what?
is he talking
No Jenny's.
What are you referring to?
Genitalias.
Genitalia.
Janina
They show some nipple.
Yeah, but no frontal.
Wow, what's her face? Supermodel. Then they show her front.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she's fucking Orlando Bloom.
Little beef shots.
Oh, that's
No beef shots on her though. She has a beautiful
No, I'm
face.
not talking about her boobs. I'm talking about her hey 99.
Oh, they're not going to do that.
Well, all right,
that's
so
what I'm saying.
what's
That's why he
that?
said
What's it
genitals.
called?
Carnival Row, dude. Check it out.
Orlando Bloom's
It's on
in it?
Netflix.
Yeah.
No, Amazon
No,
Prime. Amazon Prime.
Okay, that's why he was on fucking Stern. Then that makes sense.
Orlando Bloom was?
I do want to get into that show.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up and then we'll get right into
All
it.
right, good.
So, Dr. Sleep, it looks interesting, but not interesting for me to buy a ticket because it is heavily laden with a lot of cuts and a lot of references from The Shining. Again, it might as well be the same nostalgic reboot type of stuff. And then one last thing is I saw a trailer for this movie called Wrinkles the Clown.
Wrinkle? What?
Coming out October 4th. So get this. I didn't even hear about this. But the premise is, obviously it's coming out for the Halloween season, that it's like Blair Witch documentary type of stuff. And they said, oh yeah, and you see all these pictures of these stickers. Call Wrinkles the Clown if you want to use them for your services. Like you see him slapped up on like phone booths and stuff, like not phone booths, but like phone poles or telephone poles and stuff like that. And he is a guy in the cutscenes. He seems to be this guy who tried to make it as a clown, but couldn't make it as a clown. But now he's the boogeyman clown. So he's the guy that you call if you want to get your kids to go to sleep, if you want to get your kids to go and eat their vegetables and stuff like that. Like, you better watch out.
Fuck up their future.
Whatever. You want to freak them the fuck out. You better watch out. I'll call Wrinkles the Clown.
Yeah, you're going to need...
Or you'll have a permanent psychiatrist.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to need help when you get older.
Check out the trailer if you get a chance. It is creepy as fuck. And you're like, the idea of...
You had creepy clown... fuck, I'm out.
Dude, you got to check. We'll check out the trailer after.
Nah, I'm good, man.
You're not going to go to bed tonight.
Nah, I'm not watching that fucking shit, dude.
But Wrinkles the Clown looks
I'd love to
interesting.
pay that motherfucker to like stand over his top of somebody while they're sleeping.
Dude,
be
that's
awesome.
oh my
Like-
god, dude. One of the scenes is like, you better watch
dude,
out.
That guy would have all my money.
I think I would
That's
piss
exactly what I'm
myself.
talking about. That's exactly what the premise is.
I would buy the fuck out of that guy.
But so they turn around. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to hire Wrinkles the Clown. And you hear the guy say, you know what? I wasn't successful as a clown, but now that I'm who I am, I'm busier than I've ever been. You know, that type of thing. And you know that there's this little kid, like a young girl who's probably being disrespectful.
Why
or
would
whatever.
you do that to your kids? Seriously.
Dude, it's supposed to be taking place in Southern Florida.
I get it.
Same reason you let them wipe themselves or let you know that they're fucking ready to go.
But you see, like, imagine someone saying, yo, hey, you're 10-year-old little Nick, right? And I turn around and I go, dude, Wrinkles the Clown's going to come get you. And you're like, screw you, dad, or whatever. And then I hire this guy just to walk past the front window.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's basically this guy's gig. But it looks, in a very Blair Witch way, looks really cool.
Ah.
Anyway, that's it for trailers. The only other thing was this Netflix movie called In the Tall Grass.
I didn't see the trailer. I just saw the preview.
It
for
looks very creepy. It's another King movie or
Yeah.
King story.
Look, he has like hundreds of them.
Yeah. Well, he writes every day.
But I thought he stopped releasing.
Oh, he wrote this with his son. His son
Okay.
goes under the pen
man.
name Joe Hill,
Can't make a pearl all the time.
and he's got to keep his son employed too. You know, Dad, he's taking on Dad's business.
Fucking A, man.
Go ahead, Nicholas. Let's get into Carnival Row.
I do. It's a show I'm happily you told me to pursue and keep pursuing because the first episode or two it's intriguing, but it doesn't really drive you home until like the third or fourth, and you're like,
Phone time. First
no,
two
actually
episodes.
it wasn't. But I wasn't like, do I really want to watch the next episode? I wasn't like, I'm picking up my phone, but I kept it, and then once I got to the third episode, it really started. There's a lot of twists in it, and I dig shows that are like going all kinds of different directions, and as long as they are webbed together nicely. And I thought Orlando Bloom's character, and I don't know her name.
Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne, ex-supermodel or whatever. She's beautiful. And I just thought the storyline between how she's a fairy and he's a regular man, or what you perceive to be a regular man, there's a twist there. And it's all about this early 19th century, I guess, 18th century?
Yeah, it looks like the late 1800s, early 1900s. And probably early 1900s. Yeah, early 1900s.
It's easily. Like this kingdom, not a kingdom, this like place that's like kind of like London, England. They end up discovering about 20 years prior of this land that has like fairies. And what's the other creatures called? Pums or
they're the
horn guys? What are they?
Well, they're all part of. They call them. They're all like the Fae.
The Fae, but they're all part of the Fae.
Yeah,
I thought they were two different species.
I didn't go into the whole backstory, but I think they're all part of what they call the Fae. That's what they call them. But so it's very on the nose, heavy message of it's an allegory for what's going on in today's immigration scenario.
Oh, it totally is. It totally is. But they do like
it was
twists.
written in the 80s. So it wasn't like it's gleaning off of the headlines of today.
It just happens to mirror it.
Okay. Exactly. And so go ahead.
So what happens is about 20 years prior, this is like the 1800s or whatever, they're like they just have like trains, coal trains and all that. Well, there's these two big countries. One's like reminds me of like a Germany type, and then there's England type. And they discover this like lost land of where these fairies, the Fae, and these horn type creatures live. And at some point, Germany and England, these two countries, decide to fight over it for whatever reason they never really get into. But they fight over the Germany.
Well, it's not. We don't even know if it's Germany.
It's like a German type.
It's like
soldier.
some invading forces. Could be the Huns. Could be like.
But they're human though.
Yeah, they're human.
Two human
the
countries.
pact.
The pact. They're two human countries fighting over this lost land of non-human type intelligent creatures. So then they discovered it.
Apparently, you can fuck, right?
Yes.
So you can fuck.
Yeah, sure.
They have human organs in that sense.
Top four.
So
they got Jennies.
They got Jennies, exactly. So as it goes along, they don't really get into it, which I'm actually glad they didn't, because then that opens it up for like a season 2, season 3.
Oh, it's ripe for season 2.
Because they have more backstory. And then they're going through the story. I don't want to get too much into it, Jamie, because if I do, I might spoil things for you. But there's so many twists in the show. And only eight episodes that it's amazing.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
that's why I like Amazon. Amazon does it right with the 8 episodes.
They do.
Yeah. That's proper. That's fucking proper, dude.
And it was well acted too. That's the other thing. You got
Orlando Bloom's a fucking man.
He's the man, but like you also have to have good acting if it's only 8 episodes and you're going to have a lot of story in there. And the guy from Chernobyl, the main guy, the main scientist guy. He's in it. He plays what the
like
leader,
the chancellor.
The chancellor.
Like that. Yeah,
he's in it. He's with a girl from the woman from Game of Thrones, from Dorne.
Yeah,
she's in it. The evil sister,
basically poisoned Cersei's
Orlando
daughter.
Bloom's in it. There's a couple other people that are in it.
Yeah,
there's a couple storylines that I wasn't really thrilled with, but I'm assuming they have something greater importance in season 2.
Yeah,
if there is a season 2.
I hope there is.
Like that rich girl and that one dude.
I'll check it out.
So, I mean,
I was pleasantly surprised. It kept me going. I just couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it was layered, you know?
And it
pieced
like an onion.
Like an onion.
But it pieced together nicely at the end.
Satisfying,
but they still opened up some questions for next season. There's room for backstory of
totally.
why did this lost continent take forever to get to? What's the story with Orlando Bloom's questionable future that was prophesized?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
it felt like it was set in the Sherlock Holmes era.
No. You said Deadwood and Game of Thrones.
Yes, it
Deadwood
feels like Deadwood and Game of Thrones.
Deadwood meets Game of Thrones.
Yeah, with a little of a Jack the Ripper mystery going on.
It was good. It was really good.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I highly recommend it. I'm glad you dug it.
I wasn't going to watch it. You were talking about it. I seen all the previews for it, and I'm like, man, this seems kind of even hokey for me.
Yeah.
You know, but
And John will just watch about just anything.
Fucking A, man.
It's fact. He'll watch just anything.
I'll watch it.
he won't.
And if he bails, dude, like you fucking suck. Like that's like
Immortal Engines, man.
Yeah, there's a couple.
And that's like your director, too. Guillermo del Toro, right?
Guillermo del Toro.
There's there was something else you bailed on too, and like you think
No, it was one of the Marvel shows, wasn't it?
That was Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones season 3.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
gotta suck.
It's
Dude.
stinky. Not good.
You almost see anything through.
I
if
know.
you're invested,
I
you're
will.
like, fuck it.
I gotta burn that out. The only thing, what are you guys watching? Like, besides, obviously, you're watching Carnival Row, Nick.
I just finished.
Obviously, you haven't. You probably can't even read a match book.
I do want to talk about something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. What are you watching first? I don't want to interrupt.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like skipping around. I've been studying and reading.
Oh, that's right. You got some big stuff coming up.
No, well, I've been I just been studying, reading, and then I've been watching. Well, I've been watching. I watched whatchamacallit. What the hell? The superhero one on Netflix where
You gotta be more
The
specific.
Boys?
the boys.
Oh shit!
Amazon Prime.
I start. Is that Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
All right, I started watching that.
Come on, man.
I know,
good,
yeah,
man.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Yeah.
It's a different take
Dude,
on
the
superheroes,
funniest
and I love
thing-
it.
The funniest thing was when you were Nick, when you went, Homelander's lazy.
He's fucking dude. He's just cutting people down. He doesn't even try to get it.
Lift a finger.
He's like, it's like what you imagine Superman to do all the time. It's like, why is Superman chasing that guy down when he can just beam him?
Yeah.
That's what he does. He's like, I got this, boys.
Homelander's lazy. That cracked me up. We talked about Rambo. We talked about Ad Astra. They're the movies that are coming out this weekend. If I'm going to spend money on one or the other, it's probably going to be Ad Astra. Jamie, you're probably all about Rambo.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, that's another one too. He's just trying to get something to eat.
That's it, man. That's it.
Is that his daughter in the movie or something like that?
It's his niece.
It's a nasty. I knew it was a family
They
movie.
Yeah.
fucked with the wrong dude.
That's right.
Fucked with the wrong dude. That dude better be in a fucking wheelchair. Even then, I wouldn't fuck with him, man.
No, he's going to have some
He
booby
will
traps
fuck
around
you.
that
You
wheelchair.
Paraplegic, and you
Yeah.
just don't even go near him.
And then last but not least, we had one fact check.
Oh shit!
It's a little bit of a callback. Oh, real quick, Jamie, Gears is legit.
You played it?
I'm playing it. Gears 5.
Oh, you got it?
I got it.
It's pretty good.
Oh, so good.
Really?
Yeah. It's and listen, man, it's the same game mechanics. It's a prettier game. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's got
I'm
new
listening.
weapons. It's got new creatures. It's got this one creature. I didn't tell you about this, Nick. It's got this one creature. It's called a warden. He's about 10 feet tall. He's obviously a slug, right? So he's like, and he's got diamond armor, and you got to shoot his faceplate off first.
Yeah.
And then you got to do total headshot. But then he's got these two spiked, look like two giant spiked baseball bats, spiked with glowing diamonds on it. And he hits you. When he hits you the first time, you're automatically calling for help for someone to revive you. You're limping, and your time is going out. You're pounding buttons. You're basically button mashing, trying to save your health, trying to keep your health up as it starts to deplete.
Yeah.
And then he just comes up. He hits you in the back of the head with the thing and stands you up, and then hits you with the other one and just vaporizes your head.
That's awesome.
And I'm like,
That's a
Have a
good
ride.
game.
and I played it with Noah.
No shit.
So good. So good.
Yeah,
So-
they're coming out with a new Link too for Switch.
Oh, really?
Are they really? Another one.
Yeah.
Dude, Jack was telling me.
Because Maddox keeps asking me, he's like, they're coming out with a new one.
Did he play? He loved the other one, the
Dude, he's fu-
Wild or
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fucking kid is legit at video games. Like, he is my son, for sure. Because, did I tell you?
Hey,
He's,
easy with the pronoun.
oh, yeah, the pronoun. He's, whatever. But he plays, and then the one time, nobody told him to do this, right? He was playing Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
And he beat it, by the way, too, which is a long fucking game. He couldn't figure something out. He jumped on YouTube, figured
Shut
it out.
up.
I swear to God, nobody told him to do that.
No way.
Yeah. My wife fucking caught the whole thing. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, I can't figure out this one part. He's like, I'm going to see how these other people do it.
Dude, get him a gaming channel.
Dude, fucking
Dude, those kids make millions of dollars. Do it. Game that shit up, Jamie.
Nothing's as good as a 2-time champ, though. I'm sorry. Remember we were talking about him
What?
one time? The fucking guy that does the YouTube channel. I still watch him.
He's amazing.
What though?
He's hilarious.
What are you talking about?
What's his name? He's got that outfit, the red sunglasses
Yes,
and shit like that.
they call
Mr.
him
Doctor
Dr. Disrespect.
That's right.
And they call he calls himself like the 2-time champ
For what?
because back in the early 90s, late 80s, he won like the Nintendo Championship. Remember they made that movie?
Oh yeah.
He like won that like competition.
The real
twice.
one.
Yes.
The real one.
So he calls himself the 2-time champ. And he's
hysterical.
fucking hilarious. He wears like this mullet with the fucking
It's like a
NASCAR sunglasses.
Like a Macho Man Randy Savage
Yes.
of video games.
And like a couple of, like he is funny as fuck.
Is he
like
really?
he's actually a legitimate guy that I can understand why you watch him play video games because
Yeah.
he's funny. He adds like an extra element. He's not just playing video
entertaining.
games. Yes.
Yeah.
So he's good at what he does, but he's
Yeah,
talks
you turn
shit
me on
to you,
to him.
and he's funny.
Yeah, it's legit.
And then when he busts out, he's like sponsored by Gillette. He'll bust out in the commercial, be like all of a sudden, like he'll just be playing a game, it'd be like Gillette. The best of man. Dude, it's great. It's fucking great. Dude, it's awesome.
That's probably his life, his job too.
It is.
All right, so last but not least, well, I got two more
That's
things.
what we need, man. Fuck.
Yeah. One more thing, or two more things. One, the fact check. Way back, we were talking about the movie about Leno and Letterman.
Yeah.
We said it was a night shift. It's really
Late shift.
Late shift. Thank
Yeah.
you. And then one fun fact I wanted to throw in. The movie It blew up. Now we got It 2.
I too. Yeah. I too.
The Duffer Brothers, the guys who did Stranger Things, they were originally supposed to direct that.
What happened?
It was but they were overlooked because they weren't established enough.
Well, their loss, even though I heard it's getting good reviews.
Yeah. And that's it for this week's show. Anything else?
I'm good.
Nah, I'm good. I had something. We'll wait till next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for this week's episode of the Nick, John, and Jamie Show. Please be sure to subscribe to our show. We know you're listening, so just hit that subscribe button. And if you're not particularly fond of the particular platform that you're listening to us on, we're also on Google Play and Stitcher and Spotify and iTunes. And we throw an episode up on YouTube from time to time, too. Just an audio version for now. And if you're really, really digging the show, leave us some kind words. You can also follow us on all the social medias. We're on the popular ones. So, the Twitters and the Facebooks and the Instagrams. So what else are we on? I think that's it. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Not on the Snapchats. That's for the kids.
Yeah, Dr.
Anyway.
Disrespect, dude.
Dr. Disrespect.
He just released the uninstalled
you're
Gears
following
5. Yeah. In massive rage.
All right. Thank you, everybody, and have an awesome week.